Welcome back, family, friends, and fellow gamers, to Game Bros playing The Witcher 3. We are on our way, sort of, to meet Keira at the entrance. There's a whole bunch of little question mark things we can do on the way.
Time out, time out. Yeah, I want to show you guys. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then we get to the place we need to go. So yeah, we got, I don't know if we'll do all of them, but you know, just something to do, because it's part of the game and we like exploring.
We got an archer, yeah, 2 archers over there, so just caution. Although you do have Quinn up, so.
All right,
good
guys.
archery support, guys. So this is a time where if you're an archer and you see the guy cut down every last man,
you're like, I surrender.
Right. Or you just leave. You know, like, run. I kind of wish they would do that more often. Like, if you just decimated, like, 5 of them, and there's one guy left, he would just sprint off. So if you wanted, you could let him go. If not, you could chase him down.
Yeah.
Because that would be more common.
Or like, yeah.
There'd be, like, the last guy, and he has, like, a... Well, I don't know what they call you just picked him up, but, like, the wooden... You know, it's like a club. You have a sword, and he's running at you, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother looting the... Hey, that's my horse! You guys get away from my horse, you jerks. Trying to... Roach is...
They're checking
spoken
out,
for.
They're checking out the suspension and the rims.
All right, off to the next question mark. So yeah, these could be bandits. Like it could be like this. This was an abandoned site. It could be monster nests. It could be places of power. I've only found one place of power. What is this? A bandit camp is literally right. A cannibal.
I don't think I've seen this
Cannibals.
one. I have not been here yet.
That guy's okay. Now you're. I tried to attack him. It wouldn't let me. He was like friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been here yet.
It's like, no, don't you worry. We only eat witchers. We're like, oh, you're a witcher. Oh yeah.
It's like, who are you? I'm Geralt. I'm a witcher. Get him, lads! You know, like, what the heck? Sorry, I yelled in the mic, but there's so many times. I feel like that happens.
Oh wow.
Butcher Blaviken kill 5 opponents in less than 10 seconds.
Assassin's Gauntlets.
But there's so many times I feel like there's been time, you know, where you will be, I don't know, it's like, I guess they don't know you're a witcher or they don't really know whatever, but you'll be in a situation and there'll be like 4 people and they're like, we'll take you out. And then I'm like, I half the time, this is what I've done, because I have, I don't remember what the bomb is called, but it basically explodes in flames and sets everything on fire. There's been so many times where they're like, get them, and I'll just dive backwards, throw a bomb, and then they're all sitting there screaming as they're on fire, and I just slowly chop them up, and I'm like, you didn't even pull your swords out.
I guess abandoned site.
Sheesh, more cannibals.
A bandit camp.
Is it actually considered a bandit camp?
No, I mean, no,
it's cannibal,
it said,
yeah.
Or it did say abandoned camp, but I wonder if these cannibals and the other cannibals got together and like did events and hosted things. Like we had a, you know, had a society.
Oh, gosh, I'm not gonna say a few things I just thought of. I'm like, nope, that's not the best way to say it.
Goodbye.
Oy.
Stupid cannibal. Well, you don't eat people. Of course, I wonder if. Granted, well, no, there's no excuse.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, well, maybe they're in hard times and they're which everybody is. But I mean, you can hunt. These guys are just probably preying on the weak and.
Which even that, like.
Is there any more?
It's different when, like, obviously this is both horrific, but like, if you're out of food and you're just gonna prey on the weak, you know what typically people do? Rob people, you know. They don't do that. Kill them. I mean, that's obviously not better or, you know, whatever, but...
Oh, look. Oh, wait. Are you a cannibal person or are you a...
No, person with an axe.
Yeah, you look like... Oh, yeah, like they came and killed these people.
Yeah.
Just terrible. I'm glad I'm ridding the place of this evil. Let me take all that stuff.
So one of the things we're doing with our church is, we've said this before, reading through the Bible, and you know, just gonna read through. We're just gonna read through part of chapters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read a chapter.
No, I was reading.
Are you a cannibal? Yes, you're a cannibal.
Wow.
You're dead.
Wow. I don't think I've actually ever attacked on
Yeah, you
on
do.
Roach.
You do some crazy damage on Roach.
I like how he was like, crap, he's coming.
I mean, look. I think honestly, I think this is a community. There's probably more cannibals here. This is crazy.
You're literally just.
Why are they so close to each other?
You're literally just walking into this whole village of cannibals. You're just like, nope, you're all dying right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, what were they like? I don't know.
Hey,
oh, you're the
Cannibal
chief. Ah, get away from me! Time out. Most witchers have signs. Geralt uses time out to.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't attack me. Time out. Time out. Like that.
No, but I was reading in Psalms 103, and I remembered another passage. I was going to read both of them and just say, I don't know. I kind of saw a connection between these two. Both kind of what they say.
Blood hasn't even dried.
Huh. Wonder what he's investigating. It's
yeah,
like,
I don't know.
They must have been cannibals. Like, yes, Geralt. The entire thing.
It's clear.
Well, I guess it's clear to us because over their name or over their characters it said cannibal, you know. But
I almost feel like, in this situation, I almost feel like David wiping out the Philistines, kind of. You're just going into the camps and then just wiping them out to the last man. Yeah, sometimes the Bible is pretty brutal.
That guy's standing. Oh, I think I was standing up. I was like, "What do you, sir? You can leave now. You can go."
Wait, why'd I pull out my sword? There's more guys?
Someone to the left, right there.
Oh, what are you doing? Trying to get away. Goodbye.
You could have just left, but you said I must defend my village.
I would not have found you. You would have been fine. Anyway, sorry. Keep going to your Bible reading.
Yeah, that's literally bandit camp. That's crazy. Like there's 4 of them right there. Golly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's Psalm 103, 8 through 12, and then another passage. But it says, "The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy and loving kindness. He will not always chide or be contending, neither will he keep his anger forever or hold a grudge. He has not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. For as the heavens are high above the earth, so great are his mercies and loving kindness toward those who reverently and worshipfully fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far as he removed our transgressions from us." So the particular phrase that I was like, this is the same wording as, and that happens quite often in the scriptures. They'll be fairly similar.
Oh my, level 15,
run away.
Let's go.
Whole day. You can sprint away.
Come on, Roach. We're leaving.
We need to.
Not fighting those guys.
We really need to meet Kiera Metz right now.
Yeah.
We need to get there.
I just realized I am late. I am so behind schedule. No.
It is funny. So there it actually showed you I'll read the other passage, but there it actually showed you the level, but it gets to where if they were level 20, it just says question mark. It doesn't even
really?
at least the way on my game it's done that to where if they're high enough level that it's question mark, run away.
You're hidden treasure.
Okay. I don't even know how much they are. Man, there's just this whole side is just bandit camps. Or these are deserters, but anyway. The other passage is Isaiah 55, 6 through 9. It says, "Seek, inquire for, and require the Lord while he may be found, claiming him by necessity and by right. Call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his ways, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return to the Lord, and he will have love, pity, and mercy for him, and to our God, for he..." Scrolling up. For he will multiply to him his abundant pardon for him. My thoughts are not your thoughts, nor my ways, nor your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So the phrase that I kind of saw was repeated that made me think of the other one was, he says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth," and then he goes on to say something else. but those both passages are both kind of dealing with God is merciful, God will forgive, and he says, let the wicked forsake his ways and come to me, and I will abundantly pardon. That's what Isaiah says, and he says, for my ways are not your, and he says, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts not your thoughts, as the heavens are higher above. And then the other one says, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so basically his mercies are, I'll have to read it again.
Higher than better than ours.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
he goes above and beyond. We wouldn't, our ways, I didn't really want to use swallow.
So great are his mercies and loving kindness towards those who reverently and worshipfully fear him. And I saw that and was like, wow, I read the one and then was like, I've heard this wording before, and then looked at the other one, and I was just like, this is a very good, like they're speaking on the same line. I just found that really, I don't know, the Bible agrees with itself. Not that I was questioning it, but yeah.
Yeah, or
there's plenty. I will say there's still plenty of things, and I would say this is across the time, forever.
Ooh, ultimatum.
There's things that you won't understand, but all that means is that there's stuff you don't understand. It's not that the Bible's wrong.
Yeah.
There's a pastor I listen to, and
man, that's
he's like,
sweet.
He'll say something like, if there's, that doesn't seem right to me, and he's like, well, that's something wrong with your seamer. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with the book.
Yeah.
Like, well, that doesn't seem reasonable. It's like, well, that's something wrong with your reasoner.
Sure, I'll equip that. Yeah,
you're not seeing it the way, you're not seeing the things as they are. We're seeing it, and I've thought of this before, in a multitude of things, where it's like I can even be hearing a situation, whatever. You could be telling me your plans for vacation, and I have an idea of what you mean in my head. I could be wrong about it, but I have an idea of what you mean. And so it's very possible that, reading the passage or whatever, and, your idea of what's being said is not accurate. That's one reason why we need the Holy Spirit to show us. And that's also why I don't think you as a person, we need to be, this is just overall, we need to be following God.
We need to not
listening to him.
Yeah, we
don't just go dig into the Bible.
Teach us and not be like, well, I don't understand that, so
right.
The Bible's clearly wrong in this or whatever. Or
the other thing I was going to say is you also don't, I don't really know how to say this other than just follow God, but it's like you don't need to just be reading any passages you decide. You should be asking. Basically,
I didn't know
I would
go
say
to a cutscene.
I would say if you're yeah, I'll wait till the cutscene.
I wonder if the two of you will hit it off.
Not like I want to bet him. Just want to ask him about Ciri.
All right, go ahead.
Like if you're, I would say, especially if you're a new Christian, which that even is somewhat of a caveat. I don't know if caveat's the right word, but it's like you could be saved for 30 years and have not grown at all.
Yeah.
So age has almost nothing to do with it.
We have a lot of baby Christians in the world.
All that to say, if you haven't spent time in the Word and whatnot, and you haven't been hearing the Word preached, there's a lot of passages you don't need to even touch because they're a lot more meat than you can handle. And you don't even have teeth yet. So, you still need, this is the pure word of the milk, pure milk of the Word.
I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then.
The Wild Hunt.
Navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
So for those who have not really, just kind of recap the story. We're trying to look for Ciri, who's Geralt's ward. We found Kiera Metz, who knows that an elven mage, had asked her, Kiera Metz, if she had found basically Ciri, and now they're at his hideout trying to find, where they're trying to find Ciri.
Yeah.
And the Wild Hunt is after Ciri. For a mysterious reason.
We came here because we know this is where the elf that was helping Ciri came. Yes. So that's why we're in here. These are clearly not elves. Kiera's portal did not work. I don't know, what's up with that? Why doesn't it work?
The portal?
Yeah, come on, that's You're a mage. Like, oh man, I accidentally casted Quinn, and
No, they tell you
I meant
why.
to cast Igni.
They tell you why.
Okay, I don't remember.
She's just a very incompetent sorceress.
Yeah.
That's why she's King Foltest's former advisor.
Yeah. Yeah, the king
It was
goes like, you know, teleport me to this place, and then you teleport him all over the world or whatever.
So, yeah, and there was this whole thing about, oh yeah, and then yeah, Kiera Metz made this conspiracy about Foltest dying, and it was actually Geralt. It was actually Geralt. These guys are actually kind of tough. Like, maybe not so much per se, but like they disappear in the fog. They can make like a copy of themselves that can attack you, and it will disappear.
Get him! Yeah, there we go.
Disappear in an instant.
Yeah, foglets are cool.
And so yeah, I will say this is another game. Another thing I'm playing on this game is that you can have the game, what do you call it, upscale enemies, and so basically any quest you're doing is the level you're at, more or less. There's been a few times where they didn't calculate it correctly, because there's a time when we're in Novigrad where we deal with a bunch of rats, and they were level 18 rats, and they were killing me in like a quarter of a second, because whatever reason there's like 17 rats or whatnot, and they're scaled to you. But I'm still thinking, okay, whose idea was it to make a level 18 rat be able to do anything to you besides chew on your boots? You know, I'm like, whoever decided to do that. Honestly, the fact that
these rats were like, oh, look at these rats. Oh, these are the rats you're talking about?
No. But same kind of thing here. There's only like 4 or 5 of them. But in Novigrad,
man, I don't have any rat oil. I'm terrified. What am I gonna do?
You have to burn the rat nest.
That'd be funny if Geralt was all like being super sarcastic, and that would just be hilarious. Okay, can you get up there, Geralt? Okay, let's see if I can get up this way.
That's the thing I don't like, is that in battle, once he's in battle mode or whatever, like, there's been plenty of times I've just wanted to run away, but I had to climb up something, and Geralt won't do that. And then burn that one. Like, he won't climb up when he's in battle, because the B move is jump, or like you jump backward, not jump up, and so he's just like, oh.
One spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
How do you expect we do that since you can't portal us out of here? Yeah, you scared? You can go back. I'm gonna keep going.
If you're scared, turn back. I'm gonna go on.
Stop it, that's emotional blackmail.
You'd really worry about me if I went on alone?
You? I'd be concerned for myself.
Then come with me. Just quick decision, come on.
Very well, have it your way. How did I ever let you talk me into this ridiculous expedition?
I have 3 skill points.
I do find it funny
use
that
those.
Maybe I'm just not following her logic. She's like, that's emotional blackmail. And I'm like, I said if you're scared, you said you were frightened and I'm going to leave. And I said, if you're scared, you can go home. And she's like, that's emotional black. No, I'm stating what you said.
Go.
I don't understand what, I don't know. I'm not seeing her logic there.
So, okay, so I upgraded my exploding shield to the final level. I upgraded my delusion axie to the final level, so now I can use that more in conversations and stuff like that. And then I also upgraded my mutagen, so now I'm getting plus 10%. Oh wait, what does this say? Sign intensity 30% over there.
Well, it's 10% on a greater mutagen, but because they're linked to the unequip
then
those
it's plus 30.
Yeah, if you unequip those two, because the sign abilities enhance the mutagen.
Okay,
basically.
cool. And then I also have this, which each piece of light armor increases critical hit damage by 25% and fast attack damage by 5%. So those are all the things I have, because I think I'm wearing light armor. I also did get a new chest piece in between last part and this part. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty sweet. Or I crafted it. I had a
Schematic.
schematic. So yeah, feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good.
And it was like plus 17 armor, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Especially when your armor is like
Could use a cat potion.
your armor. Yeah, you have cat potions.
Ooh.
You don't have any. You don't have a torch, do you? Because I was gonna equip that, but yeah.
That's the elf.
What was that? An illusion?
No, a morphotic projection.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Laura Doran's heir.
Indeed, it is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one, though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Ciriel, Swallow.
Come now, who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
All right, so I got to keep an eye out for those swallows up there and follow the path.
That I don't think is kind of wise. I'm just thinking about it because the concept makes sense where he's basically saying, I know that you know this one piece of information that people aren't really going to know, and so that'll be my code word. But then he puts a big swallow on the thing and is like, I don't know, it just seems kind of funny.
Yeah.
If that's the whole point, is like no one's supposed to know it's a swallow, and then all you're like, oh, by the way, here's a swallow. You know, I don't know.
Survived. And wounds heal awfully quick.
You guys gonna come over here? Or you gonna make me go all the way over there? You're gonna make me go all the way over there, aren't you? Oh, no, you're coming now. Okay. Now that I've used my sign and I can't... Oh, there we go. Come on. Come over here. And now I'm choking again. Kiera, do something. Use magic. You're a witch. You're a sorceress. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me...
Come on, you're a crone. I mean,
Yeah. Right, come on over here. Oh, I was just about ready to cast it. There we go.
So
Man, you're dead.
for a wraith, Erden just slows them down, right? Like at least on them,
I think,
because you can kill them without it.
yeah, I don't know if it just slows them down or if it makes them more vulnerable to my attacks or
That's
what.
possible too. I know on a noon wraith and a night wraith, they, if I'm remembering correctly, they are able to like basically phase themselves in and out of the physical plane, something like that. And so Erden forces them to be corporeal.
Yeah, see, I mean, I took that out quickly.
Because I've actually tried just more for the heck of it, and also because I was in the circle and then got out of it, tried to hit a night wraith outside of the whatever it is, and it just, the blade goes right through them.
Yeah. Well, okay, so it's telling me to keep exploring this area.
Yeah, you have to find the swallow, basically.
That's what I'm looking for. There we go. That's the swallow. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you used to like swim underneath and then just spikes come out of the wall and kill you.
Kiera's like, what kind of swallow do you guys have at Kaer Morhen? Swallow's a bird, Geralt. Okay, so, I mean, honestly, this would not be too hard because there's only like 2 ways to go.
Yeah.
Is there a swallow over here? Yeah, like there's only 2 ways to go. It's kind of like the Wild Hunt would not have that much trouble figuring out where to go.
Just try one. Well, I mean, I don't know how far they go or what perils lie on the paths that are
That
not
swallow
real.
does not last long at all.
Cat eye pushing?
Or yeah, cat eye.
Yeah, it's
Man.
only like a minute. That's kind of in that case, it's kind of annoying. I would say if we go to a blacksmith or someplace that has it, buy a torch, because you can just like walk around with it, and
Let me see if I have one.
unless
Do I
you've
have
picked it up,
equipped? Or
Unless you
would it
picked
be
up.
in this
Yeah.
section? Okay, no.
Well, no, I think it's under. But I looked earlier and I didn't see one. We'll go
I
through
could
again.
just throw bombs.
Yeah. But all that to
Doesn't
say,
look like
if you have one, you can put it in one of the pockets and just pull it out. And unless you're fighting, it's usually fine. I mean, in the places where you have the gas, you don't want to use a torch because it'll just set them off. But yeah.
Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
Okay.
Yes.
This I know. I thought you could just.
I'm just gonna go down here. Oh, look, I found it.
But I thought you could examine everything, and so I just went up to just examine it, and it was, you know, with the first symbol, and then like basically your counterparts are, you know, the spell or whatever creates an image of both of y'all, and yeah, it was a fairly hard fight because what's her name, Kiera Metz, offensively was useless, and the other image of Kiera Metz used lightning across the room, and I'm sitting there like, I have a sword and that's it. I have to get over to you.
This way?
Yeah, just go.
Okay.
But I'm trying to fight her. Finally killed him, but yeah. But I was kind of surprised, not really surprised, but I'm like, I was only trying to look at this. I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
know.
like, activate. I'm like, no.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Don't activate. Don't do
Another
that.
horse, almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
I'm a-coming.
Look, they're opening!
Sweet. And next time on Game Bros, we will continue with Keira and try to find Ciri, or at least what happened. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.